Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. World of Warcraft Classic releases August 27th, 2019. How many of y'all guessed that date right? Man, that website with the July 16th for the last 2 weeks has had me rolling on the floor laughing, and the false hopes of the community into some of these sites was driving me crazy. I wish I just could have said, this is the fucking date. But anyway, Classic is coming our way. I was very fortunate, and I was very grateful to be invited to Irvine with other great content creators to just play Classic. It wasn't like, here, we want you to test our game and find bugs. We want you to do this. We just play. And it was pre-made level 40s. We had a 5-man group for this Razor Fen Downs. That's right. This is probably the world first ever WoW Classic video. I mean, technically it's in its alpha, beta, whatever stage of Razor Fen Downs. And we decided we were going to meme the fuck out of this video. You're thinking you're going to see us playing right now. There goes Chinglish. You thought it was just going to be all sunshine and rainbows. We're going to get some proper talent explanations and poll explanations. No, we decided to meme this video. So we basically have the clicker, myself, Breno. I didn't know I could rename my tank. I thought we had to choose whatever pre-made they have for us. So I just chose Breno. And that was that. So we have ChinglishTV, Tier.Death, one of Chinglish's boys, very good dude. Rudeism, who can make a controller in this game out of anything. And then we had Mojo Maker, Jesse Cox, as I call him, the Mender. So we had the clicker, the puller, the mender, the breaker of his own sheeps, Rudeism. And at this point, we just wanted to make a meme video. And a little details into that. What happened was, a lot of us brought our Nagas with us. Yes, we had to rely on mouses with lots of buttons to keep buying a lot of shit. And here I am just trying to fix my settings. I think I was looking for target of target. I was like, yeah, show target of target. There we go. Just so at least I know I have aggro, and of course I don't. And they were like, no, you know, you have to use our hardware that we have provided for you because we don't want anything external being plugged into our machines. And, you know, I respect that. I was like, yeah, dude, I understand completely. You don't want us, like, breaking your shit with our home equipment. So the mouse that we had, I think, had, like, 2 buttons on it. And I was like, you know what, man? I'm not kicking it this old school. So I spec'd it to all my talents and not my talents, my traits, whatever you want to call it. I guess you call them talents. Trying to convert retail to classic talk here. And we decided to make a group and just call it like the Ghetto Run group. And we were looking at the people who work at Blizzard, the people who work for Classic, who were walking around watching us play, and they were having such a great time watching us because we were just doing the dumbest shit ever and just having a good time. And I think that's a lot of things that people forget about World of Warcraft, whether it's Classic or retail. People just forget to have a good time looking for a new tank. Shut up, Chinglish! And that's what we had. Like, I think I could tell in the room, others were probably kind of jealous of how much fun we were having. Like, anytime something was shept, we were like clapping, like, yay, we got a sheep, good job, Rudeism. And every time I got aggro, I was like, guys, wait, I'm here, I'm like yelling, guys, please wait for Sunders, I beg of you, please wait for Sunders. I'm like, all right, let's do this, go in, get in there, war stomp, because that's gonna help. Mocking blow, revenge, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to. And then the whole entire time, Chinglish is like, I don't have any fucking rage, mate. I'm like, where's my rage? He's like, yeah, I can't do an Australian voice. But he was so triggered the entire time. He's like, do I use Mortal Strike? S-Fend. S-Fend. He's like, yelling. S-Fend was like on the other side of us. S-Fend, do I use Mortal Strike? When do I use it? And at the same time, I'm just yelling, Sunder, please wait for Sunders. And then I used my shield wall very early in this run. MC Raiders. And as I used it, I said every like 5 minutes, I literally like stood up out of my chair and I looked around the room and I said, guys, I have an announcement to make. My shield wall is still on a 25-minute cooldown, just letting you know. And if you guys need me to pop emergency anything, it's not going to happen. You know, you have my challenging shout with a 10-minute cooldown. And I'm actually trying my best. At this point, I should have wished I would have expected to improve Sunder so Sunder wouldn't cost so damn much. Because maybe only during bosses was I able to keep, like, Sunders But the trash was just a complete joke. I mean, we're level 40. This is I believe RFD was a 35 to 40 something zone. But in reality, if you're coming in here when you're 40, you don't need the CC. You'll be just fine. You know, we had Jesse Cox, the Mender, healing us throughout this entire endeavor. He did a great job. And he was hysterical. He does this funny voice where he's like, hey, guys. He's like, guys, just so you know, yeah, I need mana. I need mana. And then as he says, as he starts to drink and we say, you know, he says, I need mana. I just like charging. He's like, okay, whatever. We had all the staff just laughing at us. But it was so nice to be a part of this event. And, you know, I know there's that stigma, you know, in the community that I'm anti-classic, but people can say what they want. But this is something that even myself that I've wanted. I wouldn't say before Nostalrius got axed. Because afterward, you know, and people were coming in my channel yelling up and down, retail sucks, go to hell, Towelliee, play on private servers, show everyone what you've got. I was like, no, you know, I love retail still. I'm going to play retail. And I said, you know, if there ever was going to be a time where World of Warcraft makes legitimate legacy servers, I will play. And I've been quoted, I've been clipped. It's on my Twitch if you want to go watch it. During that time when NOS went down, I said if they made legitimate servers, I would go do it. I mean, before that, you know, I played you know, a little bit on those servers myself. I was actually one of the first streamers on Twitch to get timed out specifically by Blizzard and almost had my Twitch channel in jeopardy by just playing on the Phoenix servers for an hour on a sub Sunday, showing people the level 1 through 10 process of a human in Elwyn Forest. And, you know, like, but I mean, whatever. If that stigma wants to stay in the community, that's fine. But when this comes out, I will play Classic. That is my goal. I'm going to play it hard. I'm going to hit 60 fast. I know what I'm doing. I play on those servers. I've done it once or twice already. To me, it's kind of funny. Like, people are currently like on ND on the private servers. And if they only knew that they probably ran a dungeon with me already at max level, it's kind of hysterical. Although I never see my name mentioned because, you know, they don't like me anyway. But back to this video and this amazing, yeah, there I am checking my talents. I'm like, did I spec it to improve Sunder? I'm not even sure. Sorry, I didn't want to go into that mini rant. I just want to make it clear what my goals are. My goals are to play Classic when it launches. And whenever there's a new patch for retail, or I have to level my neck, or I have to raid, or I have to, you know, play the beta alpha of the next expansion, I'm going to prioritize that, of course. But I will play the shit out of Classic for the couple of months that we will have between 8.2 and 8.3. So don't know what our plans are yet, guild-wise, or if I'm just going to join. Death Jesters on Stormrage, my current guild, are they've been around since the first day of World of Warcraft. They've been around since day one. They've raided every tier since day one and have never broken up, and we've never not cleared content in time. Except for Impregnator and High Mall. We missed that one. But, you know, you go to our website, there's videos of our guild doing 40-man, everything. Like Loa Theb, Nax 40, Nax AQ 40, Rag. They have tons of kill videos. It's really cool. And I hope they start a guild so that I can join that guild and at least progress with them. But if not, I'll find a home or make my own, one or the other. Now, this was interesting. Let's get back to the video here. RFD, the newbies of Classic, Breno, the clicker, ChinglishTV, the puller, Death, the summoner, Rudeism, the sheeper, or the breaker, as we call him, for breaking his own sheeps, and Mojo Baker, Jesse Cox, the Mender. So you're wondering why we're just sitting around here. Because we know that I said to myself, hey guys, I remember this, right? I remember this. I have to hit that gong 3 times, then the boss comes out. And then we didn't realize that it's like actually a timer in between gong hits. And we're like, God damn it. So we just kept going. We actually did not finish this boss until the end of the dungeon. You know? But the thing is, and what made me realize more than anything about tanking in Classic, not that we're clicking and just being dumb and just presenting you this world first Classic dungeon video in its entire Pepega. It's that we were just having fun, and we were yelling shit out, and we were just like yelling at each other, but in a kind way. And every time a piece of gear dropped, we was like, need, that's mine. Like, I'm like, Chinglish, you better not need on that shit, you know? Like there would be something with spirit on it, and I would need on it over Jesse with mail, and I'm like, hey man, I'm 40, but I can still wear mail, I think. And it was just a fun time, and I guess that's what you forget, that even though you have fun in retail, that you start to think back 15 years ago, 14, 13 years ago, how much fun you actually had playing original vanilla, even up to BC and forward up to now, if you're still having fun playing retail now. Like those moments where, you know, a piece of gear drops and you're like, holy shit, I have to have this piece of gear. This gear belongs to me. I need it. It's a huge upgrade. And it goes back to that fundamental issue that I've always had with current World of Warcraft, and was, you know, the way gear, you know, means or does not mean something to you. Like at this level, level 40, you know, a 40 plate chest, that means the world to you. You know, that is like a smile on your face. Even if you've done maybe like 8 hours worth of dungeons on this day, that one piece of gear just made your day, you know? And that's what it was. And yeah, every time we would see a piece of gear drop, we would all flip out, go crazy. And then here we made our mistake. So we're in this room and I'm like, hey guys. And then everyone's like mind machine memory starts to activate. I think we got to talk to an NPC here to escort him out. I'm pretty sure. It's one of these guys. There's an ogre here. I know it. So here I am. Click taunt, goddammit. There you go. Click taunt. By the way, I was a clicker through all of vanilla. And I raided in all the way almost to the end. Thaddeus was the last boss that I encountered, and I clicked the whole way. It was very easy to click. Once you had enough good stats and rage and you spec'd properly, it was okay. So here we go. Good old Belnistraz. I don't know if I said that right. And I know where as we talked to him, I think only like one of us got the quest, because I don't think everybody gets this quest. I'm trying to read here like I care. And then Jesse goes, I don't know, guys. Don't tell anybody, but that guy's a fucking dragon. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a dragon? Everyone's like, fucking spoiler alert. End game spoiler alert. But it was just fun, you know? And it was kind of crazy because we're the guys that, you know, people accuse of always just being anti-classic and, you know, hating on the movement and, yo, you didn't do what we wanted you to do, so blah, blah, blah. And I believe at the event, we were the ones having like the most fun. Like we just kept running dungeons and kept going crazy and going ballistic. We were like little kids in a candy store, you know? No, like you had like, Esfen, Stay Safe, and Tips Out were there, and they had meetings and stuff, and they were like testing things and testing EXP from level 40 to 41 and testing the way that judgment looks on the icon. You know, they were testing things. And I'm like, you know what? I specifically asked Blizzard, are we here to test things for you, or are we here to have fun? They're like, no, we want you to have fun. And I'm like, then we're going to have some fun. Because I was ready to start testing myself too. I was about to start leveling a 40, or start from a 40 human warrior, just to check out Elwyn Forest, Hogger, all that cool stuff, and check out my abilities, go through each one of my talents or whatever. And they were like, no, just have fun. So while those dudes were testing, we were in here having a fucking ball. It was great. But eventually we all made it to Gurbashi Arena, and we had a great time there together as a big fucking group. I think everyone in the room was there, because there was other content creators who were playing Classic as well. And that'll be another video. It'll be a short video. I played a rogue, and Chinglish showed me what it was like to ambush something, and it was great. But once again, we're here in RFD, world first premiere WoW Classic level 40 dungeon. I know I'm going to get this video downvoted to hell, but I don't care. Like, we memed the fuck out of this video, and we knew it ahead of time, too. You know, could we have just, like, taken 20 minutes before this dungeon and, like, prepared our keybinds properly and, you know, strategize? It's a level 40 dungeon, man. I mean, no offense, but even level 40 dungeons back then weren't the craziest in the world. They weren't, like, hardcore. You know, you still had to CC some bombs depending on which dungeon you were in, but dungeons like this, it was like, whatever, let's go. But yeah, we lost the NPC, as you can tell. We decided to hit the gong instead of following the NPC. He went somewhere. We don't know where he went. And there was a bug where if you, like, left the dungeon or you were dead or released or something, you would get fucked up. Like, you would, like, DC or crit error or whatnot. So we went back here just to see if there's any other NPCs. There were a few more. And yeah, man, this whole week leading into this announcement was crazy. And I will be in the closed beta. Apparently, anyone who attended the event has closed beta access. Our emails have been submitted. I'm not sure how the other invites are going to go out. From what I hear, it's going to just be closed beta with whoever they pick. And then there's going to be huge stress tests where I think anyone could just join to like load up the servers. At that point, yeah, here's Mordesh, Mordresh Fire Eye. Man, at this point, I did not care at all about taunting all those mobs. I guess I could have mocking blowed. I didn't have challenging shout up. So as you can see, I have 5 Sunders, and I was able to effectively tank that mob. And there is a neck piece that I decided to just, you know, greed on. So at this point, the reason I pulled on my map there is we were like, yeah, don't forget, boys and girls, there was no hit M and then you see where you're going in the map. You actually had to explore the map. So at that point, I'm like, guys, where are we going? So I hit M and I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot. Can't really hit M. But Chinglish had me rolling the entire time. Dude was just pulling everything. Because I'm there trying to, like, you know, hit Blood Rage and then charge. But then I think to myself, fuck. Once I Blood Rage, I can't charge. And I didn't realize it's like the end of the goddamn dungeon. There were some pretty good trash pulls where I was able to get everything. But other than that, you know, the range we're pulling, it got really hairy at the end of this dungeon. It got really, really fucking hairy. Like the little spiral leading up to the last boss is kind of wicked. And there's a lot of mobs there that hurt. Came to a point where I started marking mobs and like, hey man, everyone please focus skull. You know, there was like 4 trash packs like this one. And I would be like, hey, I'm going to mark the main 2 elites with the skull and the X. And I don't even care about the non-elites. Just kill them off really quick. But, you know, Chinglish was just, you know, pulling everything. Still complaining about not having enough rage. Man, I don't even know where I was getting my rage from. At some point, you just see me just spam Demo shout for no reason. And like I said, we were just having fun. And I think a big factor into me wanting to play Classic, you know, was definitely a lot of inspiration came from like people from the Classic cast, like S-Fen, Stay Safe, and Tips Out. And I met them at BlizzCon, and they just the way they were passionately talking about Classic. You know, at that point, I was going to play, but I wasn't really going to play. I had like a marathon schedule just because I knew there wasn't going to be anything to do for 8.2, 8.3 because of, you know, gaps in the content. Excuse me, I got the sniffles this morning. This is a sniffle video with the clicker. But hearing those guys talk passionately about Classic and what they want to do. And you know what? Some of these guys didn't even play a lot of Classic, or maybe might have been too young to, like, enjoy it. You know? I played from day 1 at 24 years old, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing because I had never played an MMO before World of Warcraft. I was a competitive Team Fortress Classic player. That's all I was. Oh, wait, am I going to leave comments here? CD of Blood Rage decreased by 500%. I'm going to get banned for that. But those guys, you know, they kind of gave me, you know, like a lot of good information. You know, they gave me ways in which playing Classic could be fun for your community, even if you're not going to do it the entire time. You know, because the way I see it is, if you're like a streamer and you're like streaming Classic, but you don't go like hard mode, Keck, shut up, Chinglish. This is like the next area. I kind of fast forwarded. Then you're like a newbie, nobody, no one cares because you're still playing retail or whatever. But I mean, that's the way it's going to be. And I'm hoping that I can leave my guild or whatever guild I joined in good hands even afterward. But yeah, those guys have kind of they've breathed life, you know, into the idea for me that, you know, Classic is going to be a pretty good time, whether it be long-lived, short-lived. It's going to be a game that's going to be there forever, as long as you want. We could be in World of Warcraft 11.0, and we could just go on the Classic servers and, for nostalgic reasons, run like BWL or Ubers or level a character. It's always there. It's never going to go away. And even though the progression eventually stops at a certain point, you know, and retail moves forward and I'll still be playing retail, I'll go back to Classic and continue my adventures until I believe I'm done. Until they announce Burning Crusade, in which I will probably just leave retail at that point. And that you can quote me on that. I've been quoted several times for that. But those, yeah, so if you're listening out there, you know, S-Fed, Tips Out, stay safe. I appreciate, you know, all the work you guys have done for Classic. And even though to a lot of people, some of you may not be true Classic vanilla players from day one, you know, I don't care. You guys have, you know, convinced a lot of people in the community, including myself, you know, to give it a go back, even though I've done it already, and just have fun from a community standpoint, not just a standpoint of personal satisfaction. So I thank you for that. So here we are. We finally got to the top of this. No, and I died. Oh, here we go, boys. Here we go. Who's ready? Actually, I'm just going to take a break while you guys watch me run back to my body. Just be right back. At this point, I'm really hoping that they can res me. But we got stuck in combat. Oh, God. Yeah, we got stuck in combat. Shit tank, I leave. Yeah, legitimate. And there's Chinglish teabagging me. But yeah, we got stuck in combat. Mojo Maker, a.k.a. the Mender, a.k.a. Jesse Cox, couldn't do anything. So here I am in the Barrens, South Barrens. Look at where I start and look at where I have to go. And yeah, at this point, I just stopped and I kept saying to myself, can you guys res me? Are you out of combat? Can you guys res me? As we were going up that spiral, I think every time we hit like the new like spiral, I said, hey guys, I think I see the boss over here. Jesse's like, you said that shit the last 20 minutes. Obviously, this video is a little sped up. This took us about like maybe an hour to clear. Being just silly and shit. And you know what? Whatever. Maybe some of you guys will call this just a shit video because it's not informative and everyone, you know, nowadays has a stick up their ass. But I hope you guys just enjoyed the fuckery of this video. Just the pure newbiness and the pure just everyone having a good time. You know, shit talking each other. Yeah. Does this not remind you of your vanilla experience? Just you keep popping your map up over and over again, nonstop, just to make sure that you're going the right way. You know, I'm looking for ways to get to my body quicker. I'm like, there's got to be a bug in here somewhere. There's got to be a way just to teleport to my body. But I mean, realistically speaking, it's like a 5-minute walk back. Then once you're in the dungeon, another 5 minutes to get back to your group. So it's like 10 minutes per death, unless someone gets stuck. But I mean, you know, back in the day, this happens, you take a pee break, hell, you can go take a shit. You'll be fine. Nothing will happen. You know? It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I hope you liked the video. I mean, this is the one video I was so excited to make because I knew that it was going to trigger a lot of people and also going to make a lot of people laugh. And one thing that I wish we could have done that they didn't allow us to do, or maybe we just didn't ask, I don't know. I'm sure I asked one of the dev guys there, was that can we record ourselves while we're playing audio-wise? And I don't think we could, but maybe we could have, because it would have been great. I wish you guys would have listened to how we were talking. It was just 5 dudes just fucking bawling out laughing. I was crying of laughter every time Jesse spoke in his little, yeah guys, little voice, guys need mana? I need mana. Okay, tank, give me a second. Okay, go, you pulled, that's fine. I'm you know, like, I was crying. I had to stop. At some point, you've seen this video, I just literally stopped doing anything at all because I'm crying of laughter. And Chinglish complaining about rage. And Rudeism still continuously trying to sheep mobs that are being thunderclapped and cleaved by Chinglish. And Tier.Death was just doing a lot of good DPS. He was a guy that wasn't fucking around. He was like DPSing. He was fearing mobs into other mobs. And it was just great. I do have a Scarlet Monastery video of me playing a rogue, also clicking. Kind of. I think I clicked a little. Because I never played a rogue. You have to remember, my experience in vanilla was just 2 warriors. A Horde and an Alliance warrior. One was mine from level 1. One was... I had an inheritance from a family member, right? And I inherited their Horde warrior... level 60 on Ice Crown, but that's neither here nor there. But I played, you know, I had enough time to play both characters. I think I had about like 200 plus days, 250 days plus between both tunes. Played. You know, I'll be honest with you. At the time that I played vanilla, I was with a girl, ex-girlfriend now, who just didn't like me playing games, and obviously that was the end of that during vanilla. And thank God now I have a wonderful, beautiful girlfriend who loves games herself and loves World of Warcraft. Oh, this shortcut. I said to myself, yes, this is going to work. But yeah, I was very happy to play this, and once again, shout out to the Blizzard staff. Did a great job for that event. It was a beautiful event. You're gonna see a lot more videos that I have explaining the event from Irvine. And once again, August 27th, 2019. That is your classic date. Get ready. Start telling your bosses and start putting in your days off. My goal is a 10-day marathon with my buddy D Carter, except this time around, he's only going to come into cover for me and level a little bit. So he might play a Warlock. I'm leveling a Warrior tank, obviously. Don't know if on Horde or Alliance yet. But it will be another great 10-day marathon, nonstop. The stream will not go down. I'll be there for about 16 hours of the 24 hours, and the other 8 will be my friend. I might even do more. He's basically going to be on call to come in and take over for me whenever I need rest. That's basically what it is. So it'll be a pretty cool event. And I'm not playing Classic, and I'm not making these videos to get the approval of the WoW Classic community, because I already know what they think of me and what they've been told by other people and what they've been led to believe and what they've seen with their own eyes. I'm here for my own community. I'm here for the Hammer Squad. No offense, fuck everyone else. If you want to come and you want to have a good time in my channel, you're more than welcome to go. You're more than welcome to attend, watch, converse. We're mostly adults in the channel, I would have to say. Having, met hundreds of my fans over the last 10 years. Oh, God, Death Chill Armor. I was going to need that to fuck with Jesse Cox, but, that just didn't work. Look, I'm like wearing it. But like I said, if you guys want to come hang out during Classic, you can. I think we're going to have a good time. I'm going to show you, the Warrior tank ways. I'm going to have fun gearing. I'm going to have fun playing with my friends in real life and from the stream and my girlfriend. It's going to be a good time. So that's twitch.tv/Towelliee if you guys just want to chill. We have a lot of adult-oriented conversations, and we have logical and sensible conversations. It's not just, 6 hours of ranting about how bad retail WoW is or watching videos of other streamers. It's literally just us playing whatever version of WoW is in front of us and having a good time. But I hope you enjoyed this video. The clicker, the puller, the mender, the summoner, and the breaker. I think I've called them the breaker and something else. But here we go, last boss. And here's where Daddy has his day in the sun. We're trying to find the spider boss. Yes, we're trying to hit the gong for the 3rd fucking time, people. Okay? We're trying our best. We're trying our best. Man, this is a fun time. I did not want that day to end. We actually had 7 to 8 hours of playing Classic at level 40. It was great. And I used up all that time. Actually, at the end of this dungeon, everyone else had left for lunch. The whole room was empty except for us 5. We were the only 5 people left in this room because we wanted to finish this dungeon. That, boys and girls, is hardcore. There we go. There we go, baby. 2 in cash. It's happening. It's happening. Sunders. Chinglish pulled. 2 Sunders. 3 Sunders. I still got aggro. I got this. It's going down. 140. Got a parry. Missed a couple times. Some of that damage. I even war stomped for no reason, and I missed. Obviously, it's a boss, dumbass. And the boss is dead. And the carapace of Tutankhash. Need brand new loots for Talman. Peace out. WoW Classic, August 27th, 2019.